Good afternoon. For 4 News Now, I'm Rob King. Welcome to today's KXLY Plus Daily Rundown, where I take you through some of the top local headlines and give an inside look as to what the 4 News Now team is working on today for tonight. Starting with a look outside. Going to be a beautiful day, sunny and warm, high at 73. We're going to stay in the low to mid 70s, so make sure you have your sunglasses handy and your nice light summer clothes as well. That warming is going to continue into the weekend. We are getting a high pressure dome, which is helping keep the rain out. And look at that, 85 on Mother's Day and staying warm into next week. Here's what that's gonna look like. The radar showing that warm dome you see in Spokane, how it cuts right through there. Even hotter in Canada, so north of the border, but it's gonna stay pretty lovely and feel like summer, even though we are only in spring. Let's take a look at what the team is working on today, starting with Peter Choi. He's in downtown Spokane, doing a bit of a history tour today. Downtown Spokane used to actually have a Chinatown location, but that was moved out as part of the renovations for Expo 74. So Peter is looking at the history of that, as well as previewing the unveiling of some historic markers that are going to be placed tomorrow at the sites where some of these restaurants and hotels were. He's also speaking with a family who's been living in Spokane, used to own a restaurant in Chinatown, back in the early 70s and even earlier than that. And Peter has a lot of cool historic photos and a poem from someone who lived during that time as well that he's going to highlight. And it's just going to be a pretty interesting historical look at Spokane in years past. Jordan Smith, he's up in Colville today. What he's doing is training with Border Patrol agents that are going to patrol the northern border. They're doing horse training today, which apparently is some of the most difficult training that you can undergo as a Border Patrol agent. So Jordan is going to be working with them, and I think Jordan may have hopped on a horse himself. Hopefully he wore a helmet, but going to try to do some of his own horsing abilities, and he'll have that for you later as well. Bronte Sorotsky, her story took her just across the street from here, where she is having an update on the downtown stadium in Spokane. Today they held what's called a topping out ceremony. It's a Scandinavian dedication ceremony. Bronte said it involved a plant that got carried on a beam very high. She was also invited to sign a beam, so who knows, when the stadium is finished, you may see Bronte's signature somewhere on it. She's going to have the latest updates on where they're at with construction. Right now, they're scheduled to open in September and have it officially be ready to roll, starting, I think, with youth soccer or local high school soccer. You can always check in on the progress of the downtown stadium on kxly.com, where we have a live camera that's always pointed at the stadium so you can watch construction from the comfort of your air-conditioned room. There's also a delay in the naming. City Council still going over the naming rights of the stadium and of the field. And we have a web story of how that vote did not pass last night. So that's been delayed for the second time. You can read that article right now on kxly.com. Vanessa Perez, she is speaking with a local foster mother who gets to take the foster out of her title. This is a follow-up to a story Vanessa had worked on last year. The woman's name is Katie Strickland. She was a blind foster mother, and now she was able to adopt her children. This makes her the first blind woman to adopt her foster children in the state of Washington. So Vanessa is following up with her to see how she's doing and how life has changed since she talked a year ago. Closing out tonight, Kirsten O'Connor has a special report airing. It's going to be about an in-person scam that's been reported in Spokane, in which people show up to your door claiming to be law enforcement and asking for money to avoid arrest. This is a scam. If it happens to you, please report it. Kirsten will have all the details of what this is, airing tonight at 6 in 4 News Now at 6. In addition, Kirsten and I yesterday sat down to talk about the special report, some of the behind the scenes that went into it, and you can watch that right now on kxly.com. So that's all we have for today's KXLY Plus Daily Rundown. Thank you for joining. Be sure to download KXLY Plus for free so you can watch free 24/7 streaming news on your connected TVs. So that's Apple TV, Amazon Fire, and Roku. You can also watch these on the 4 News Now mobile app on your phone. So we'll have all those stories and more coming up tonight at 5. But for now, live in studio, I'm Rob King for KXLY Plus.